Let's take a minute to think about the trolls and the deniers and people living in denial, deceit, and delusion. I mean, God, how hard it must be, because every day we're just standing here going, hey, there's something happening. And, you know, whenever we document black on white crime, black mob violence, black criminality, and how it's wildly out of proportion, we always get like, a million different cases to choose from. So I just take a little thimble, put it in the waterfall, take it out, put it on this channel and go, boom, we could do this all day, And the trolls, the deniers, come in and go, Colin, that's not happening. Colin, white people do it too. Colin, white people deserve it. Colin, it's a black thing you wouldn't understand. I mean, that's a lot of explanation, because there's so many different kinds of black mob violence and black on white crimes that we deal with. Why don't we take a look at three? They kind of could be the same, but they're really a lot different, aren't they?
First, running through the streets and randomly attacking. Police search for a mob of teens terrorizing a Brooklyn neighborhood. It's a CBS 2 exclusive. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
And I'm Maurice Dubois. CBS 2's Valerie Castro with the exclusive story, live in Bushwick with the latest on the search for the group of suspects. Valerie.
Maurice, the video shows a group of teenage boys and girls going after a woman who is walking alone. Under the darkness of this tree on a Bushwick sidewalk, a woman was targeted and attacked. Police sources say it was a group of teens who terrorized their victim, even threatened her with a gun.
It's disgusting.
Yvette Villafani lives nearby. Her network of surveillance cameras caught the mugging on September 5th around 11:30 at night on Evergreen Avenue. In the video, you see a group of what appears to be teenagers, some walking, others riding bikes and scooters, make their way up the street. From this angle, you can see as they eventually hide themselves on the street side of this white van. On the sidewalk, a young woman walks by alone, carrying a bag and looking down at her phone. Once they get the signal, the teens move in.
And they waited for her and they mugged her.
Police sources say the 26-year-old victim was pushed to the ground, kicked and punched. One attacker pulled out a gun and pointed it at her, while the others took her cell phone and wallet with credit cards and cash. In the video, you can see as they quickly leave and the victim goes to find help. Villafani heard the commotion and called police.
She was scared. She was scared. She was shaking. I feel sorry for her.
The victim was so scared that she since posted this letter in her building, warning her neighbors of the violent sneak attack. In it, she says, "They threatened to shoot me even after I willingly told them to take everything I had on me and just please not hurt me."
They obviously waited for an easy target.
Villafani is sure someone will recognize the teens.
As a mother, you know the way your child walks. You know their attitude. You know what they were wearing that day. So I'm hoping that someone sees them.
In the victim's note to her neighbor, she also urges them to be aware of their surroundings, never walk alone at night, and put safety first. Police are looking into whether these teenagers could be connected to any other crimes in the area.
And listeners have been calling for justice. I think there was an LA Times reporter who recently wrote that being black is exhausting.
I got it. Stay classy, Chicago. Come on, Chicago. Come on, Chicago. You're better than this. Come on, Chicago. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I'm not trying to get run on. Hey, that's black on black right there.
Hey, where's Black Lives Matter?
He's swinging. Oh my God.
Where's Black Lives Matter now, huh?
Dude, right now. He's swinging.
Where's Black Lives Matter?
Dude, he just beat his ass to the ground.
Hey,
dude.
where's Black Lives Matter?
He just beat his ass to the ground.
Where's Black Lives Matter now? Where is Black Lives Matter?
Stop kicking! No, stop!
Where's Black Lives Matter, huh?
Stop it!
Where is Black Lives Matter?
Stop swinging!
Show me. Where? Look. All my friends in law school. All my friends in law school.
Hey, we're all humans. Stop it. What the?
That last case probably isn't a very good example of black mob violence, because after listening to those two commentators, well, I kind of felt like shooting him too. Anyway, why don't we go on to somebody with a little more authority, a little more empathy for what's happening to the fellas on the streets. Why don't we go to a pastor down in Washington, D.C., who's going to explain it all to us on the local NBC affiliate.
Some people have said we've got this epidemic of violence. Do we, and is that the correct term for it?
Well, Chris, thanks for the opportunity to share on these difficult, seemingly intractable issues. I was at a meeting at the Brookings Institution earlier in the week, and they're asking similar questions. And I think that we in America, journalistically and historically, pick up on this story in the middle. If you pick up on the story in the middle, what it appears is that black people are ontologically, intellectually deficient, and some people say even prone to violence. In order to really deal with this, we have to deal with the policies and political and economic realities that cause what it is that we see in Washington, what we see in the United States, what we see really globally.
Wow. Even trying to think like a troll, even for a minute or two, that is exhausting. I mean, you have to go around giving people these lectures about what happened 400 years ago, 300 years, 200, 100, 50, what happened here, there, everywhere. And that explains why those 10 black people in Bushwick stalked and surrounded that little old white hipster who thought she could walk through Bushwick at midnight and nobody would ever bother her. Wow, that's a lot of exhaustion for just one video. So we better get back to our normal business, which is just reminding people if you decide you're going to walk through Bushwick at midnight, you better figure out how not to make the black kids angry.